As I said in the last episode, we are not going to commit the .env file into the source control system, so we need a way to tell Git to ignore it, and that we are going to achieve with a file called .gitignore. Proper documentation for .gitignore file can be found on git-scm.com, the Git's official website. So fire up your code editor and open your code folder. The .gitignore file will automatically be created for you if you are hosting your code on GitHub. But we are hosting on GitLab, and GitLab doesn't create the file automatically. So create a file in your root directory that is in the same level as manage.py and name the file .gitignore. We will type inside the file all the files and folders in our code that we don't want to make it to our source control system. The first one that comes to mind is __bycatch__. This folder is found in all Django applications, and all it does is make your program start faster. Put.env, which is the major reason we are here. Anything.sqlite3, which is this file. It is the database that ships with Django and is what we have been using for development. You would not want it shipped to production. There are many other files to be ignored by Git depending on how big your project is. You can search on Google Django file to be ignored by Git. You will see a bunch of suggestions, but these are all I can think of for this tiny project for now. I will sign into my GitLab account and create a new project. I will name the project polling. This is going to be the project URL. The project description is optional, so I am just going to leave it blank. I would leave the visibility level as private because it's not an open source project. Then I will click create project, and that is done. We will follow these instructions to push an existing folder. So switch back to your code editor and run git init to turn the code folder into a Git repository. You can see every file turned green except the ignored files. That is to show that those files will not make it to the remote repository. Run git add period to stage all the files. Then git commit -m, and I will type initial commit as the message. Next, I will run this command to add GitLab polling project as the remote origin. That is done, but there's no feedback message, so I will run this command to confirm. Git remote -v, and this is how you know the GitLab project URL is listed as the origin. You can fetch or pull codes from it and push codes to it. The next command to finally get our codes into the GitLab project is git push -u origin master. That is done successfully. Go back to GitLab to confirm. Reload the projects page, and here is our code live on the remote repository. And that is it for this episode. I will see you in the next one.